cause you ain't read no books. Stay woke, take notes, joke, don't look shattered like broke glass. I'ma shine till they blind, pour the blinds out. You online making threats, make them sign out. I redefine routes, we the ones Chris Webber call a timeout. Around and find out. Around and find out. Around and find out. Got no respect for these dudes who doctor the message. They Jekyll on records, it's too late to hide out. Pull rank and file out. People style, I'm a wild out. Shorty gon' holler out. He's so good. She like he's so good to me. He's so good. She like he's so good to me. I wake up every morning, look in the mirror and I thank God. Every morning, look in the mirror, salute a real one and I thank God.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us down south to Mercedes-Benz Stadium on the west side of downtown Atlanta. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. We're getting set for kickoff in here. Partner, I'm really focused on the start of this game. Both teams emphasize what happens here right at the jump.
And that's why so many of these teams spend so much time all week, Mike, on what they call their opening script. It's not just a series of plays that they like and they just kind of throw darts at the wall. It's how do you unmask the defense? How do you set up future plays and future possessions as the game unfolds? So much time and energy is spent on these first couple drives. I'm with you. I'm excited to see how do they come out, how aggressive, and where do they think the weaknesses of their opponent lie.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. And I think one of the Chargers was, yes, he was able to get his hands on it, and they retained possession. Off the play fake, here's Goff. He'll get that into the hands of Tyreek Hill. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the Falcons have come up with a recovery.
That's just got to be a really deflating way to start this game, Mike. I mean, you work on this opening script all week long with the expectation that you're going to start fast, and then you come out early, careless with the ball. They knock it loose and create the early takeover.
From 31, here is 2nd down and 7. They'll go again with Robinson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. They need the 24-yard line as they come up for 3rd down. Shaheed with the catch. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. 0-0 is the score. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On the option, here's Robinson.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll try to run for it with Robinson. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts to get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
First down.
They'll run with Robinson. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their second. As the clock stops, 50 seconds to play until halftime. Robinson. And he'll get about halfway there to gain a 2, down to the 2. The Chargers will use their third and final timeout. It comes with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On third down, it's Vick. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal. Here we go. They'll go. It's Robinson. And he will power his way into the end zone. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Atlanta.
I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback. They get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
The score, Falcons 7. Chargers, nothing. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This will be taken at the... Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense.
They're down and 3.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
One final throw before the break. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it. And that's going to bring an end to this first half. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the third quarter begins. Here's Smith to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Falcons offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson.
Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
This one is caught downfield by Ridley. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That one good for 26 yards. 1st and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
On play action, it's Vick.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 3. On the handoff, it's Robinson. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Another run here for Robinson. Robinson. Robinson hit. He's lost the ball. It appeared like the Falcons were able to get back on that one. Ball stays with Atlanta. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. That one's knocked away, and it's incomplete. Dory Jackson gets a hand on it to make the play. It is 3rd and long. Now, Vick. Complete Wrigley on the reception.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a 4th down decision now.
And he's not going to get away. They shot him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down. First carry now for Alvin Kamara. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. So these two teams take a long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. They'll drop to throw. Now, look out. That ball is free in the end zone. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a 1st down. So first, the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him big in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
Pat the 60, pat the 60.
Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So it's a win here for the Falcons. They didn't do a whole lot offensively, but they didn't need to. Defense star of the show here in this one as they go on to post the shutout. That'll do it for us. For my partner, Greg Olson.
Now the kicker, that's Cameron Dicker, set to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
This guy's leadership is so important to how this offense functions. He doesn't shrink from any moments on game day, and everything he does with confidence. He sets the example in practice, off the field, and is the guy leading everyone out for each possession.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing here, Purdy. And right away, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of the quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Vikings' 13-yard line.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Vikings nothing. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch. Over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. And the Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll begin here with a run to Charbonnet. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Now 2nd and 3.
42-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Purdy. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
Purdy. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Here's Purdy. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll be 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here in the middle of the field, still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Second and 6 at the 16-yard line.
Vic readies to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
6 yards to go.
Vic now. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And now they're in the hurry-up.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing, Vic. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And got his man, complete. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 74 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 14-0.
14.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's Calvin Ridley who finishes it off with a touchdown reception.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
He doesn't get many opportunities to carry it, so he's got to maximize. In this case, after dropping it like that, I think his number's going to go way down. What do you think?
Yeah, and sometimes those fullbacks, let's just be frank, they usually don't have the hands that the running back does.
And it's hard for them because they do so much blocking. A lot of times, their hands actually get beat up in the process, and it's hard for them to hold on to the football.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. Getting through the break at record pace. Right back to football. Third quarter. Here we go. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. He juked him. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the score is there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and
that's violence.
Can win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, when you just get that feel.
Anything physically.
Right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now here's Vic.
Nigga, football is violent. Okay? Are they straight punching you or beating you? No, just playing this game. It's violent. Life. Calories. What the fuck is it? Like, bro, anything physical is violent.
Because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
That's violence.
This offense is locked in right now.
They're having no trouble on this drop. Is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to the end zone real fast.
Play action now, Vick. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. Called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Oh, it's not too funny.
Okay, break.
Right.
Let's go. Let's go.
To throw, Vick. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And stepped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to home. We'll be back. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So, boy, that's already the third they burn here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
A what?
Vick, 3rd and goal. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving by throwing that one away.
They picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Back to throw, Purdy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Purdy now to throw. And he lost the football. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Purdy, big 4th down play. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
It's a turnover on downs.
How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Game in hand, the offense takes the knee. Second and 11.
Come on. Set. Viking 18.
Straight ahead is Robinson. Down he goes at the 23 to pick up a 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Pack the 60.
Robinson with another carry. Able to push his way through. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 8. And the Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 15.
Vic's going to take a knee, and that should just about do it. Certainly not the highest of scoring games, Charles. Their offense did some okay things, not a lot of points on the board, but enough for the win with how their defense was playing in this one.
Yeah, they certainly brought their A-game, didn't they? They weren't fooled by anything that was presented to them from start to finish. That defense, they might as well have told their offense, guys, just kick a field goal. We've got it today.
So that'll do it for Charles Davis, the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.